it's Marianne the Frugal Chef. Why don't we make some crab cakes today? Yummy, yummy. Let's make these. For this recipe, we're going to use a pound of crab claw meat. I buy this at Trader Joe's and sometimes at Costco. It goes for about $7 a pound. In here I have 3½ cups of panko breadcrumbs. They are Japanese style breadcrumbs. You can find them in at the supermarket with the breadcrumbs or in the Asian aisle. I'm going to mix this with about 3 tablespoons of chopped flat parsley. So just go ahead and mix that. We're going to use this as our outside crust for our crab cakes. So just mix that well and set it aside. So in here I have 1 egg yolk. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard into this. A tablespoon of vinegar. A teaspoon of Tabasco in here. A 1/4 teaspoon of dry thyme. And about 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of olive oil in here. And now I'm just going to mix this with my blender. So we have kind of a homemade little mayonnaise base here. If you don't have one of these blenders, go ahead and make this in the food processor. But put in the first thing, don't put the oil in. And then just mix that and then go finely adding the oil until it turns into kind of a mayo consistency. To this I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sour cream. I'm going to add about a 1/2 tablespoon of chopped flat parsley. I have 6 scallions here. I just chopped the white parts. I really finely minced them actually. And I have about a tablespoon of finely minced bell pepper. If you want to use red bell pepper, that's perfectly cool. I'm just going to mix this. I'm going to add some black pepper to this. And now let's put in our crab. Now we're just going to fold this in. We don't want to destroy the meat. We want the lumps for our cakes. If once in a while you see a stray little hand next to me, it's my 5-year-old grandson that stands on the stool next to me and cooks. Now this is really wet, but what we're going to do is make little patties and roll them in the panko now. So I'm going to make these small because I want to make them for an appetizer rather than a meal. If you want to make them bigger, that's fine. You could add the breadcrumbs into the crab and just make them like a hamburger patty. But I like this way because what happens is you have a nice creamy inside and a nice crust in the outside. You got to be careful because they're very, very fragile and delicate. Okay, so it takes a little love. So make your little patty like this. I'm going to put them in another Pyrex bowl and then they're going to go in the refrigerator for about an hour. So let me finish making these and I'll come back. So here's our patties. I went ahead and kind of pressed down on them just to flatten them. As I said, they're very soft inside. I have 24 of these. I'm going to cover this with plastic and put it in the refrigerator and then we'll come back and cook them in about an hour. Let's work on our cream sauce for our crab cakes. I have a cup of sour cream in here and I'm going to add a tablespoon of chopped chives. I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you wanted to give this a smoky flavor, you could add some chipotle if you'd like. I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice in here. I'm going to thin this out with lemon juice and a little bit of sherry. So that's about a tablespoon. And I'm going to add about another tablespoon of sherry. This is very dry sherry. Season this with some salt and some pepper. So let's whisk this. See if we need to thin it out more. I don't think so, but we'll see. I'm going to add a little more sherry to this. If you would rather not use sherry, you can use a little bit of chicken stock if you would prefer. I'm going to refrigerate this until we need it. Then we'll serve our crab cakes with a dollop of this on top. Yum, yum, yum. Let's cook our crab cakes, okay? I have 1/2 stick of butter in here and some olive oil, which will melt. These are not as soft anymore because they've been, in the refrigerator for a couple hours. So we'll just put them in here. We want to just make sure these are nice and brown, see, like that. Be careful when you flip them because they will, you know, they're very delicate, so be careful. So go ahead and brown them on one side and flip them carefully like this. I'm going to finish all of them and then we'll plate some with our little sauce we made. So I'll see you when this is all cooked. And here, my friends, are our crab cakes. They are delicious. I'm going to serve these as an appetizer like I told you. Bon appetit from thefrugalchef.com. Make sure you come and see us with all kinds of recipes that are not in video form. Eat well without going broke, and I will see you guys soon.